What's going on, guys? Arbolska here, back with another YouTube video. And like I promised, I said I was going to break down two automation softwares, and today we're going to be talking about Follow Adder. Now, Follow Adder is a window-based program that is similar to Jarvee. Now, the way we run each program is going to be different, and you're going to see that because when you go and watch the Jarvee tutorial versus this tutorial, I don't use the comment platform in Jarvee because I feel that it's an easy way to get your account banned. Now with Follow Adder, comment automation is a lot better. I feel like Follow Adder is your better option for running the Gary Vee strategy. I think that Jarvee is your better option for running the follow-unfollow method and, you know, just basically likes. Just putting notifications in other people's Instagram platforms. Let's jump right into it, man. I want to teach you. I'm really excited about this one.
What's up, guys? As promised, here is my tutorial on Follow Adder on how to automate the Gary Vee $1.80 strategy, basically on steroids, using a automated social networking Instagram management software. Now, to access this software, all you have to do is go to www.followadder.com. It'll bring you to this landing page where there's a bunch of copy and literature that you can read. A lot more information than I'm going to provide to you in this tutorial about, you know, what it is and what it does. The big issue for you guys is going to be this tab right here, which is pricing, because this program does cost money. But like I said, you know, if you're willing to invest in yourself, then you don't mind. And the pricing is actually pretty good. Now, $49.99, that's not monthly, that's per 6-month access. So $50, you got the program for 6 months, and it's only breaking down into roughly $8.33 a month. I'm going to work on getting an affiliate link so that I can get you guys a little bit of a discount. What I use is this premium option because I grow Instagram accounts for other people. In my business, I need access to be able to put more profiles on there, which you'll see in a second once we get into the actual program. For $75 for 6-month access, if you are managing your own social media marketing agency and you are charging $50 a month for automation for 2 other profiles, you know, you're making $25 well, you're making a lot more than that. You know, the return on investment is good off that because they are basically paying for the program for you and you're able to run your own personal account on it. So that's a real ninja way to make some money, scale your business up. For right now, just to get used to it, I would start with the starter package. All you have to do is click on that, type in your information. You can pay with PayPal, so it's pretty sweet. They will send you the program. You need to be running this program on your computer 24/7. That's the way it works. All right. So once you download the program, they will email you a registration key. You are going to turn on the program, which is going to load this screen right here. You're going to go over into your registration key. You're not going to have these 3 profiles. These are mine that I'm using. You're going to go over into the registration key right here, and you're going to type in all of your information. I'm not going to go there for right now because it has my information keys, and I don't want any little thieves stealing it and taking over my accounts. So that's where you're going to access all your information. It's self-explanatory. It's really easy. You just copy and paste what you got in the email right here, and then you put your Instagram profile and password into the registration key. It will populate your profiles over here, and you can go ahead and get started. Once you got your profile populated over here, you're going to double click on it. This is going to take you to the main interface. Now, the one thing I don't like about Follow Adder is it kind of looks like a 2003 AOL program. You know, it's not very aesthetically pleasing to look at, but the power behind this profile totally outweighs that small complaint I have. So this is the analytics page. This is where you're going to be able to track your growth, you know, over a certain period of time, which looks like 30 days. I'm pretty sure you can change it. It's going to show you how many people you followed, how many people have started following you, how many comments you received, how many likes you received. It's going to give you, you know, that waterline graph. All right. Now let's jump right into how we automate the Gary Vee $1.80 strategy using this program. So this is where all the magic is going to begin to happen. This is going to be your lists tab. Now, to generate users to follow, because that's what we want this program to do. We want this program to be following users that are going to be interested in our profile. So I'm going to set it up as if I'm growing it from my own profile, and you will just have to adjust it for your own personal niche. When I start off with the follow section, I'm going to go down here into the users category. Now notice that some of these are blue. This is because I've already had these options turned on, so don't pay any attention to the color of this just yet. I'm going to show you about that when we get there. The basic interface of this as well is your lists, your searches, Here are the tools, which is the follow back, the unfollow, liking of the photos, commenting on the photos, and direct messages. I stay away from direct messages. I consider it to be spammy. I don't like sending people messages, but if you do want to use that tool, I'm sure you can find another tutorial on it. I'm not going to give you one on it. I think it's spam. Back up to the user section. Now, this is where we are going to populate our lists. So all the users that we scrape off certain profiles are going to come to these lists. A big tip that I can give you is to name the list after the profile you are scraping these users from, because you're going to have a few lists and you don't want to get confused as to what users are which. I have a beard page. I'm going to be following users that like beards, and a big community for beards is the profile Beards Are Sexy. All right, that's exactly how it's spelled. So that's going to be the name of my list. Now, boom, create the list. You'll see that it's populated up here in the lists. Now, there's no users in this yet. So how do we get users into it? Now, we're going to do that performing a search. Now, here is where you would automate a search, okay? As you see down here, the manual search is where you would search yourself for the users and put them into the list. And the button up here is where you are going to automatically search 24/7 for new users to populate into these lists. Okay, so you're going to go down here. The search name again is going to be the same thing as the profile that you are scraping the users off of. So Beards Are Sexy. We are going to search for the followers of Beards Are Sexy, not the people that Beards Are Sexy are following. You could even break it down into the people that are engaging on the photos, which is a real ninja way to do it, because then you know if they follow you back, they're most likely going to be engaging on your content. The people that like it, I would stay away from that. You never know whether an account is bought likes. You don't want to be following fake profiles, commenters again, and I really haven't delved into any of those. I usually just go off the followers. I make sure the profile has real engagement. If you pick a profile to follow the users off of and they bought followers, you're just going to be following a bunch of spam accounts, and that's not going to get you anywhere. Make sure the page you are scraping users off of is an actual real engaged audience and they haven't bought fake followers. So now that we got that search name in there and we're searching for the followers, this is where you type in the actual page name. So just copy it and paste it. This tab right here is going to be the actual profile that you're getting these users from. Now we're going to add it to the Beards Are Sexy destination list. Make sure you do that. Make sure you add it to the list that you created. Now this might be checked when you guys first start off. Make sure this is unchecked, and it's very important, because if this is checked, it's going to automatically remove these searches after they're completed, and we don't want it to do that. We want it to be continually searching for these users. So make sure that is unchecked. All right, now add that. Now you see it populated the followers list of Beards Are Sexy up here. And to automate that search, go up and click that. Now once that bar is turned blue, you'll see it over here in the left hand corner. That means that it's going to be searching for new followers and the followers of Beards Are Sexy 24/7. So now let's populate the list. We'll go down here to users. Now this is the manual search. As you see, I already got it typed up in here. It's not going to be in there to begin with. Let's go up here. Beards Are Sexy. Make sure you're on followers, and make sure your aim is what you're targeting. So ignore users with default profile picture and ignore users with private profiles. We do not want to be trying to follow users with private profiles. We're just going to get stuck in follow purgatory, and it's bad. You want to be following public users. That way it just follows them right away. They get the notification and they can come back and look at your stuff. So click search. Now what Follow Header is going to do is it's going to populate a whole list of users, probably the most recent users that are following Beards Are Sexy. So once it populates these users, usually populates about 100. Go down here, make sure you're sending this, you're saving it to your Beards Are Sexy list. Boom. So all those people just got sent to our list of users. As you can see, it took 161 people and put it in this users list. All right, so now we have our search running 24/7. We have users already populated in the list. Now we're going to go down to the follow feature. Okay. Now this is the base setting. It might be 150, it might be 175. Based on how long your account's been active is what you're going to put these settings on. You do not want to, if you only follow like 20 to 25 people a day, You don't want to all of a sudden be following 800 people a day on this program, because Instagram's automatically going to see that something's changed in your account, and you risk the problem of getting your account banned or blocked, and you don't want to do that. A safe setting would be to start at 175, all right? Wait 4 and 8 minutes between each person you follow. You know, it's a safe human-like setting. You know, you could even lower this. You know, I would lower it to 2 to 4. The users to follow are going to come off that Beards is Sexy list. Let's add the list in here. Now, bam. Now it's populated that list in here. Now, as soon as you turn this automation on, because it's going to be off, as soon as you turn this automation on, it's now going to be automating the follow feature. Now, you don't only want to pick one main account. You want to go back up here in your lists, and you want to grab a few accounts. So Beards are Sexy, Beards Love, you know, I have a page, Beard Glory. I would have 4 or 5 main pages that you're following users off of that's continuously searching for new users to scrape and to follow, because you want to diversify. You don't want to just be following off of one account. You know what I mean? So that's it. Now when this program's running and you're sleeping or you're at work or you're not, you don't have time to access your account, this program is going to be following users in the background. So real ninja way to grow. Now, another thing associated with the follow is the unfollow. So go down to the unfollow tab. This is pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be off at first. Now, delay between unfollows, I would wait, you know, again, maybe 2 to 5. And maximum unfollows per day. It's important that if your setting in the follow tab is 150, your maximum unfollows per day is going to be 175. You never want to grow your following list, the users you're following, larger than the unfollows, because once you hit that maximum of 7,500, you're not going to be able to use this tool anymore. So putting 25 more users in the unfollow category is going to keep that following list that you have almost at the same amount. Who to unfollow? Users not following me back. Now you can set this to either everybody or the users not following you back, which means that if you follow a user off a follow adder and they follow you back, this program will not unfollow them. I just like to click everybody. You know, if they follow me back, it's really not that big of a deal, especially from a marketing standpoint. You know, unless they're an actively engaging user, I don't really care that I'm following them. I like to, for this setting, only unfollow users that were followed more than 1 day ago. I like to keep it at 1 day, all right, because I like a constant flow of people, a constant flow of marketing, you know, and if you set this to 5 days, it's going to follow 150 people for the next 5 days each day, and your following list is going to get huge, especially when this number gets bumped up to about 800. You're going to run out of space. So keep it at 1 day. You could go to 2 days. 2 days really ain't that bad. Only unfollow users that were following follow that, or make sure that's checked, because if it's not, you're going to start unfollowing your family and friends and the people that you want to actively be following on Instagram. So that is huge. So once you got these settings, click automation on, and boom, there's the unfollow feature. It's going to run in the background for you. It's that simple. Now, I don't know if I've already mentioned it, but make sure if you start off at 175, every day for your follows, go in and bump it up by 50. So go in and change it to 225 within 24 hours. Then go in a day or two later, change it to 275. And all you have to do to reset the settings is just turn automation on and off, and it'll reset it for you. Because you want to eventually grow this number within a month to 800. And that's the maximum. That's the maximum you're going to follow a day. Don't go over that. All right? Or you're going to run the risk of getting your account blocked. All right, now let's go to the like option. Now, it's the same thing. We go up to the list, and instead of users, we're going to populate photos. Now, these photos are going to be populated by hashtag. So I like to name the list the hashtag we're going to be searching. So we're going to be searching the hashtag BeardGang. Now I'm going to create the list, going to bring it up here, just like before. All right. We're going to go down into our photo searches. We're going to go down here. The search name is going to be BeardGang. We're going to search it by hashtag. Make sure it's on hashtag and not user. Now here's the hashtag we're going to search, which is BeardGang. The destination, we're going to send it to our BeardGang list. We're going to make sure automatically remove search after it's completed is unchecked. And we are going to go over and click add. That's going to populate our list up in the searches and run it 24/7. Make sure the automation's on. All right, now we're going to go down to the manual photo search so that we can populate the list. This already has BeardGang in there. It's not going to be in there for you. You're going to have to manually type it. All right, search type hashtag. Leave all these to default. Click search. Now what this is going to do, it's going to populate all the public profiles that have pictures with the hashtag BeardGang underneath it. And as you can see, it's a lot. All right, so we're going to save this scraped list to BeardGang. Now we're going to go up to our list and make sure that it populated, and it did. Put 78 pictures in there. Now we're going to go down to our like feature, our like tool. Now we're going to delay between 60 and 120 seconds. Maximum likes per day 550. I would start at 300. I know it's you want to start slow. You really want to start slow. You want to build up to the bigger numbers, and it's only going to take a couple weeks to build up to the bigger numbers, but you want to do it safely. I don't want your account getting, any negative feedback from Instagram because you're being spammy. So start at 300. So every 60 to 120 seconds, you are going to like a picture off of Beard Gang, add it. It's going to populate up here. This is not going to be here for you guys. These are settings that I hit here already. So it's going to populate the Beard Gang list. Once this list is in here, it's going to take those photos that have hashtag Beard Gang, and it's going to like a picture from that every 60 to 120 seconds until it likes 300 pictures a day. Boom. If you keep going through and creating new lists for photos, like do another one, beards, create the list, go down to the photos, search name beards, hashtag beards, add that to that list, make sure that's unchecked, add. Now we're going to populate the list using the search key, beards, search it. It's going to populate the users. Now you're going to do this until you have 10 hashtags saved. Now that's the Gary Vee method, right? 10 hashtags. So now you're going to go into the likes, and you're going to add that one you just populated. Now you're going to keep doing this until you have 10 hashtags that are associated with your niche in this category. Once you do that, you're going to turn the automation on, and it's going to begin to like these pictures, and it's going to do that 24/7. Just remember every day to go in and up the ante. Go in, change it to 350, reset it. Go in, change it to 400, reset it. Do this every day until this number is up to 800. All right. Now this is going to run your Gary Vee method on steroids, pretty much. So there's a like back feature for people that like your pictures. It'll like back their pictures. I don't mess with that at all. I don't mess with that at all. And now here is one of the bread and butters for the Gary Vee method, which is the comment feature. Now, same thing, it starts up here in the lists. Now, this is key. Once you're up here in the list of comments, these are going to be comments that you are populating yourself. And it's important to populate these comments yourself because you don't want the comments you're using to be spammy. Now, let me just show you what I mean. So one of the lists we're going to be commenting on is Beard Gang. So you're going to create a list of comments. I'm just going to name it Beard Comments. Create the list. It's going to populate up here. All right. Now here, click down on this box. This is where you're going to manually add your comments. So taking into consideration that I'm commenting on hashtag Beard Gang, generally it's going to be pictures of guys with beards, right? So the comments that I'm going to leave. Oh, let's see. All right, beard is looking good, bro. I like to create emojis because it just, makes it look a little bit better. Go down, click add comment. That's going to add the comment to the list. Now we'll create another one. Beard is on point. Now they've already used hashtag Beard Gang, so just to make it a little more human-like, I am going to add Beard Gang into the comment. Make it less spammy. Beard. That's another one people in the beard community like to stay bearded. Let's add that comment. Now I like to at least have 4. I like to at least have 4 comments in this manual comment list. So beard is looking good, bro. Beard is on point. Stay bearded. Love your page. Love your page. Add a little bit of fire in there. Where's the fire? Yeah, we'll just use that. Add that. All right, so these are generally comments that work. I've used this for about 6 months. Haven't really gotten anything, too crazy written back to me over these comments. So now that you have this list, with these comments generated into that list, it'll show you up here that you got 4 comments now in that list. You're going to go down to the comment tool. Now this is huge. You are going to wait between 4 and 10 minutes. You can change it to 2 and 5, but you're going to be commenting 200 times a day. I would lower this to 100 to start off and raise it by 25 over the next few days. But mine is okay at 200. I haven't had an issue with it. Don't go any higher than 200. All right? Because remember, you're going to be running your Instagram off your phone, so you're going to be commenting back to people commenting on your stuff. You don't want to be doing 500 to 600 comments a day. You're going to get your account blocked. All right? So we are going to add Beard Gang to the list of photos to comment on. All right? That's going to populate that hashtag in those pictures. Now the comment lists is going to be our beard comments. We are going to add that. So now these 4 comments are going to be commented on this list. We're also going to add beards, right? Because we're generating 10 hashtags. So we're going to have our 10 hashtag lists in here with our populated photos. And we're going to have our beard comments down here. Once we're all done with that, we're going to go up here, turn automation on, and boom, this thing is going to start commenting on photos. So this is the Gary V $1.80 method on steroids using an automation software. While you're sleeping, this thing is going to be commenting on people's profiles. While you're working, this thing is going to be commenting on people's profiles. This thing's going to be putting the notifications into other people's accounts. You're going to be crushing it. So once you get all of this done, go back up to the overview, because your account as a whole is going to be automation off. You are going to click this button here. Now I'm not going to click it because I have my profile running through another automation software, and I don't want Instagram to see 5 different IPs logging in from my account. You're going to click automation software on down here, and that's going to turn your profile on. That's going to enable all of these systems to start running. So once you've actively engaged them here, go to here, turn your account on as a whole, and boom, good to go. And it's going to start running. Just make sure your computer's on 24/7, or make it run from a laptop. Just make sure it's connected to the internet. And man, this thing's going to run in the background for the next 6 months, and you're going to crush it. You're going to start getting followers. You're going to start generating attention, and that's the gist of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I got one coming up on Jarvee. I'm going to let you know which one I like a little bit better. There are some very different options on Jarvee. It doesn't just pertain to Instagram, so please stick around for that video. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
So that's it, guys. Listen, if you like these tutorials, if you found value in these videos, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button. I got a lot coming within the next couple weeks in forms of breaking down entrepreneurship, giving you guys some digital marketing strategies. I'm going to break down some of the leading entrepreneurs of our day. I'm going to break down their strategies. I got a video coming up about Andy Frisella's strategies. The guy is an expert marketer, and he's recently released a campaign, and I'm going to break it down Barney style, so some of you don't fall for it, and those of you can implement it in your strategies for your own personal brand. So stay tuned. Y'all have a good day.